sorry, my bro just reminded me about something that I didn't do. I forgot to rate it out of 10. Now, before I do that, I'm going to get a couple examples of games I think go from a majority of 1 through 10. Here's one. Andrew, go get me a Mario game.
Okay. Paper, paper, die.
Yep, that's a good one. That's a 0. Give me a 0 and a 1. I don't really know where to do this, or how exactly I'm going to do this, but, as you all know, my #1 favorite game of all time is Infamous. And Infamous 2, but I don't have that in disc form. So I'll just review shortly about a couple of games that I think go from a majority of 1 through 10. This is worse than a Nintendo game. Trust me, Prince of Persia is retarded. It's a 0 in my mind. Along with Super Paper Mario. Yes, we have a lot of games. Don't judge me. Anyway, Mario Party 9. Bullcrap. It's still at 0. It doesn't even get to 1. This, I'd be doing it a disgrace. I'd be doing it a humongous grace by giving it a 1, but I'm not going to. I'm giving it 0. A 1 would probably be New Super Mario Bros. 2 for the DS, because it was actually quite a good Mario game. I just hate Nintendo and Mario as a character. So Mario games, in my mind, always get 1, 2, 0, 2. If lucky, a 2.
A 3 at most.
A 2 was Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and it's not Mario oriented, so I guess that's good.
10 must be impossible.
Oblivion. This is about 8 to 9 range. I'd give it an 8.75 because it was pretty good. I liked it a lot. It was a good storyline, but there wasn't much. The reason I'm giving it an 8 is because I couldn't figure out how to get through that portal. That was my biggest complaint, because I couldn't figure out. There was no help. I had no help. It didn't give me any hints. It just said, do this, and I was like, how do I do that? So that's my only flaw. But then again, Bethesda usually is that kind of way. So next comes Skyrim. I'm putting it actually quite high, but I will rate that in a minute. This is a 9. Infamous 1 is a 10. That game. Yeah, that's right. I've always wanted to have lightning as a power. That would be my favorite superpower. My second is telekinesis, and my third is an OP power, so I guess it wouldn't really count, is to stop and start time whenever I need it, and slow time down. If I have time controls, there's a lot of cool things that I could do with that. I'll mention that later in another video that's not video game oriented. This is right up there with Oblivion. It's a pretty darn good game. It's right up there with the first game, War for Cybertron. There are a couple more things that they added that everyone wanted to be added to it. For instance, you couldn't have a shield, and those big Bruticus-looking dudes had shields. You could actually play as a humongous transformer, which I thought was a good add-on. And overall, it's a good game. You should search up So Mungry. He does a lot of videos about it to get a good taste of what it is. Black Ops 2 is not as good as MW3 in my mind. The reason why is because of online. It's retarded. I'm not a bad player. I'm a pretty moderately good player. But the reason why I don't like it as good as MW3 is because online for MW3 is predictable. You can tell when certain people are good and when they're bad, and I didn't get frustrated nearly as much online as I did with this. However, well, actually, I'm going to give them even. They're both good games, but online for this pissed me off, and everything else about MW3 pissed me off, except for the campaign. This campaign offers choices, so I'd put it at 8.50 range, and, no, 850, not 75. It's not as good as Oblivion. MW3 also 8.50, maybe 5.1 because it's a little better. But I love combat training, I love zombies, and I love the campaign. The multiplayer is no good. Don't try it. It's gay. Well, I play it sometimes, but I don't really like it that much. It's not really fun. So now you've gotten a good taste of what these are like. So I will now bring out the game that matches Skyrim. Yes, I'm not going to rate it its own. I'm just going to give it something that reasonably matches. But before I do, this is sort of a good game. I'd give it a 5. Anyway. So, the moment you've all been waiting for. And it's not this because, you know, that would be expected. So I guess I'll have to put that up there anyway. So that'll be a good comparison. And I guess the winner would probably be...
Infamous 1,
and the winner is Infamous 2. I give it a 9 point... What did I say it was? It was a 9 something. 9.25, something like that. Anyway, Skyrim is as good as Infamous, even though they're nothing alike. Skyrim is also as good as Oblivion, if not better. So I hope you like this little rating scale, and I will continue to review and show you guys how many games I really do have, if you want to see that in a later video. So I hope you enjoyed this little rating scale extra.
What about Skyrim?
I already did! Shut up! This is my vid. I didn't forget anything. Turn that down. This is...
Mine.
I know, this is not something you need to do when I'm filming. Sorry about that. I didn't expect the camera to keep filming after that, so... There's always got to be an interruption, and I love it when people just barge in and do random crap like that. So I'm done. I'm kind of pissed off that I got interrupted. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the rating scale, and I will see you guys